Hey guys, welcome back to my kitchen. I'm going to show you today how I make the turkey chili recipe. Now I chose this one because it is so simple and you get a lot of bang for your buck, because if you're making one batch you might as well make two. So in this I'm doubling the recipe, that way we can have it for dinner and then I can set aside half of it for another time. Either I can freeze them individually or my husband can grab it for a lunch. It just makes sense to double the portion as long as you've got it on the stove. No extra mess or anything involved. So I'm gonna set up my camera so that I can take you through what it looks like to make this on the stove. It's a one pot dish and I love those, so I hope you enjoy it too. All right, starting off with 2 teaspoons of any kind of oil, I'm gonna saute together the bottom half of 4 scallions and 3 medium bell peppers. I'm sauteing them until they are fragrant and somewhat soft, and then at the end I'm going to add in 4 cloves of minced garlic right before I add in my 2.5 pounds of ground turkey. This is the 93% lean category, which puts it in our leaner category, and I'm just cooking it until it is browned, cooked through, and crumbled. The original recipe calls for 2 cans of fire roasted tomatoes, but I couldn't find those, so I'm just using regular diced tomatoes. No big deal. If you need simple, you can use this reduced sodium taco seasoning packet and just put the whole thing in there, but I have my own blend that I like and prefer, so I'm using 8 teaspoons of that instead. Just mix that around, cover it up, and let it sit and cook for about 10 minutes, and then it's done. Next, I'm going to be transferring this into 4 mason jars, and I'm going to set aside 4 portions for dinner tonight. This makes 8 servings altogether, and you might have to do a little bit of guesswork to figure out how much goes in each one, but it's about 1.5 cups. All right, as you can see, I've separated them out into 8 equal-ish servings since I've made this a double batch. My family and I are going to eat this now, and then these are going to go in the fridge for later. If I don't plan on eating it this week, I will, once it's cooled down, transfer this to a freezer Ziploc bag and just store it in my freezer flat. That's great because then I can take it out and thaw it on any night. It's kind of like a freezer meal. Done. So the last thing I have to do with this is top it. I've got the green part of the scallions that are going to go on this just as a garnish, and avocado and cheese. So I'm going to put 1 ounce of avocado and 1/2 ounce of cheese on this, and that will complete my dish. Okay, here it is. Party. They are eating it with some chips. What do you think?
And some hot sauce.
And some hot sauce. What do you think?
Good.
Kid approved?
Every morning.
This isn't morning. As you can see, my kids had no problem eating this, but for those pickier ears, one idea is to take the sauteed peppers and the cans of tomato and blend those up together before adding them back to the meat. That hides some of the veggies. Before you go, be sure to screenshot this slide so that you can make this later. I did make a few modifications and they are noted here. Thanks again for joining me. This is Simple Eats with Carla, and in my kitchen, I believe healthy eating should be simple. If you did find this helpful, be sure to like and subscribe to my channel.